Well, welcome back, everybody, to the people that love us and the people that don't, and everything in between.
But you're still watching.
Like I expected.
Just kidding.
As you see, we have a little guest today.
Little. This guy's like 7 feet tall.
Little in age, big in size. Pause.
Okay. I just want to know, are you actually the youngest male quarterback? Is there anyone that's been younger than you or that is not currently younger?
I want to say Kyle Shaw on our team was playing with the Cobras, was throwing with the Cobras when I started. When I started, he was throwing on the Cobras. He's like 10 years younger than me.
I don't even know how old he is. 25, 26?
I don't even know either.
Okay.
Probably.
How old are you?
22.
22. 20.
Gotta be the
Just
youngest
turned 20.
now.
Right now, there's no other
I think
guy.
so.
Well, at
that-
least
In
at
the
that
indoor
level.
tournaments.
Yeah, for sure.
In the indoor tournaments, there's some younger ones.
Yeah, that's true. That's where they
some
like it. But in
teams.
TFONT outdoor,
I think so.
you're okay.
Are you going to be at the indoor tournament?
Yeah, I'm playing in Docks.
Boxing Day?
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll see how
We'll
it goes.
right.
get to that later. That's fine.
So we're just gonna get all the boring questions out the way. I'll start. How did you get into football, or did you start with football? Another sport? Did you come
I
close?
think- Yeah, I'll talk closer. Yeah, I know. Growing up, I was probably big into hockey. That was probably my sport. That was my main
Hockey?
sport. Yeah, I played hockey from the time I was probably 2 or 3 up until I was probably 15, 16 years old. Had a few concussions, and I only got into football really because of my dad. Everyone knows my dad. Love him. I hate him. I'm on the love side, but it was just a way for me to connect with my dad, spend the weekends playing football, and I always kind of grew up kind of idolizing my dad. Whether it was playing in the backyard or I'd always see him playing on the weekends. I'd come watch occasionally, whether it was TFONT when he was playing with the Spartans or the Gales or KI.
He played with KI.
Yeah. And I kind of just wanted to be him when I grew up. So when I got the chance to play and I got a chance to be competitive,
It's like, it's
I
game
kind of
time.
took my competitiveness from hockky and just
Brought
kind
that
of got
in.
into it. And then when I started playing, like I'm surrounded by like Matt Coates of the world and Pintos, and I'm like, fuck, am I allowed to swear on this?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
I'm like, I just want to catch the ball with one hand, and like I would go home and I'd ask my dad to throw me balls, and then
Yeah.
that slowly grew into like I'm in these
it.
draft leagues, getting
That's
drafted in the
crazy.
last round. I'm like, this can't be it. Like I gotta,
the last round.
I gotta get some more routes, and then it kind of just transitioned to like I got invited to the Hounds a few years later, and now kind of here we are.
But you never played tackle. You never.
I played for like a year, and
okay.
I always kind of alternated sports in the summer,
Yeah.
between like volleyball or football or lacrosse. And
Literally every sport.
yeah, I just
Okay.
played everything as a
Not
kid.
just one
What,
sport. That's
what
crazy.
level of hockey were you playing? Like, what was the level that you're playing
I
at?
played AAA all the way from 7 years
Okay.
old up until 15.
Okay, so that's pretty fucking deep.
Have you always been 7 feet tall?
No, I didn't grow until like grade 12. I was like
shit.
5'5" until probably I started TFONT, and then I grew like 8 inches
That's
in
wild.
like one summer.
It literally
I
seemed
was,
like that.
I was,
and put on
I was
50
small.
pounds too.
That's
yeah, I
actually
was like probably
crazy.
like 5'5", 130. And then I came back the next summer.
The next
I was
summer, everyone's like, "What the
6'3".
fuck just happened?"
Yeah, whatever
That's
I was so
wild.
thin, but
That's
still am,
fucking
but
wild.
Oh my! So
no,
your
I
dad
agree.
was happy that you joined and like wanted to play, or was it more of like a, "Are you coming for my spot"?
No,
The thing
he's
is-
always happy. He's
Okay.
like he's never been like that in terms of taking
Okay.
spot, but no, it's fun. We talk at home, like even just talking plays. It's always football, whether we're
Okay.
watching on Sunday and chirping about fantasy teams, but
Yeah.
no, fantasy's been just fun.
So, you mentioned already. Obviously, your dad played on KI. That was a lovely time. Your dad is hilarious, and he's so fucking competitive. It's amazing. First of all, I don't even remember. Like, I don't remember you coming out to the games or anything. Do you remember like any memories when he was on KI?
Yeah, I was probably tucked in the sideline with my mom, just so we weren't by the sidelines. But no, I remember Braeden Pacas. Like I grew up watching him and Rassi and like all these guys, Marco. Like you guys were, you guys were
When they were like good, when those guys were good. Okay,
they're
yeah.
still good.
For sure.
But no,
I remember those days too.
Yeah.
Yeah, those days
Yeah,
were
no.
good. Those days,
Yeah,
those
I
days
remember
were good.
that.
Still, I can't lie.
Wait, did you played when Rob was playing?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it wasn't too long ago. It was kind of right before the Hounds. He went from
was
KI
it?
to the Hounds.
Yeah,
like, probably.
Yeah,
4 or
Oh,
5
I didn't
years
know
ago.
that.
100%.
Yeah, he would center for Marco.
So
Oh yeah, because he wasn't always a quarterback first. He centered.
No, when he came to the Hounds, it was 2 throw.
Oh shit,
With
I
Marty.
didn't know that.
So
Okay.
when he came to our team, we got stuck in a tournament, having to go to Ottawa, and like we were struggling for numbers. And he was like, "All right, well, fuck. If I get the throw, like I'm going for sure. Like I don't care." And that was his first tournament he ever threw. And I mean, he didn't have the best supporting cast, but whatever. I just remember like the funniest thing ever. Like it was great. We had fun. It was the only time we ever went to Ottawa. And I remember I drove him home that night. And first I was like, all right, Pac, if you're coming with me, you're listening to fucking hardcore dancehall Vibes Cartel the whole ride home. So I don't care. Like it's Ottawa. It's a journey. I'm like, I don't care. This is what you're listening to the whole time. He was a good sport about it. But I remember him leaving that tournament because he was always like, you know, drawing up plays. Man, you should do this. Anyways, so he must have came to that tournament with God only knows how many plays. He left that tournament. He's like, yo, honestly, I gotta go home and drop 100 more plays.
He probably drew up 200 to be quite honest with you. Probably just sat in our family room or kitchen and just drew up plays. Probably where the ISO started.
100%. Yeah. So anyways, that was one of my memories. I thought this guy's a nutcase.
No, he loves his football.
He loves it.
He could talk football for hours.
He's a Cowboys fan, so
that's what makes it even better, to be honest.
That's the worst part.
Do you know how many years you've been throwing?
Like I threw when I played football when I was younger.
Okay. So you.
But this is probably like last year in TFONT was probably my first true chance. No, I didn't. I played volleyball.
So you played Dolphins?
I played Dolphins.
Shout out to the Dolphins.
Yeah, I played for a year there. But this last year was probably my first year in TFONT. But I probably went into throwing the right way. I played receiver for some pretty sweet quarterbacks. Like my dad aside, I would play for. I've played receiver for Coates. I've just learned probably the right way, and I got chances either whether it was in blowouts or whether it was just kind of the odd game out where it didn't really matter too much in the standings where I got to throw, and through bad times and good times, you learn kind of your way, and you surround yourself and you start picking plays that work for you. And last year was probably my first real kick at the can. And then we'll kind of see where it takes me from here.
Fuck.
And if it always struggles, I'll go back to receiver and go and play with Coates or something.
Do you feel any pressure or anything being the youngest quarterback, or is that not even a factor for you? Is it not something you think about?
I think it's just competing. I like competing. Okay. I think anytime I don't really think of age too much. I think everybody else talks about age. Yeah. But when you're playing, you're just competing at that point. I'm sure the knowledge is only going to grow the more I play, but that's the only thing probably that's differentiating between myself and somebody that's playing
anyone else. Yeah. Joe, how do you guys feel playing against Braeden?
So
this is a tough question. I don't know if I want to hear this. He sucks.
Knowing last year was his first year.
I didn't throw against them.
Well, I think this is it's tough, right? He's on Hounds. So I mean, when you think about it, first of all, I don't even think I played against you.
No, I've never thrown against
you. I'm obviously looking from the sidelines, and we obviously game plan and make sure we got to know what you're getting yourself into. So, from my perspective, I don't know. You guys run that offense, which is I would call it.
So it's almost gimmicky.
I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad
you can say it.
You guys run the gimmicky offense. So for me, it's just a matter of you're gonna have good times, you're gonna have bad times. We played you guys so many times where we could shut it down, and then our offense stalls a second, and then that gives your offense a spark, and then you guys could score 30 points at no point. But because it's gimmicky, it's hard to be consistent in my opinion. But the difference that I found when you came in is okay, whoa, now the field just fucking stretched an extra 50 yards. and now
it's back there, throws to the back right corner, doesn't even fucking make sense.
You guys have always had solid receivers that could run and catch, but they're not you're not. I don't know how to describe it. I wouldn't call them.
I'm talking about the offense as a whole. Quarterback. Just the quarterback. Just the quarterback.
I like our receivers. Our receivers are nice.
No, they're good, but I'm just saying because maybe it's your offense, but I feel it's
different. We had an offense where you have Colafoy, who I think is a top receiver who could stretch the field.
Agreed.
And anytime you spread out an offense, if you don't have a Pinto in the ISO, who's a top receiver, and TFONT, everything becomes condensed. The team can just play man. So when you start playing a spread offense, you go up against an EBO who's loaded, a KI, any top team and TFONT really, and you play man coverage, it just becomes that smaller of a window to make throws, and then you rely on the receivers, and the quarterback just has to rely on the receivers.
Yeah. Exactly. So I feel fuck, I don't even know how to say this.
Just say it.
I just feel you guys I don't know. Like, you guys have weird receivers. Like, a lot of teams have like real polished like route runners and so on and so forth. I find like, I don't know if it's your offensive system or the receiver itself, but it's not like defined. Like teams, like there's teams where it's like you got to be on your shit and know your technique.
What team is like that?
Like a Pranos, let's just say.
Okay.
Like you got to be on your technique. You have to be very like, you have to know what you're doing, and like, you can't be fucking up. One misstep could kind of go wrong. Whereas like, you guys are a running team. Like, you're just gonna run teams down, and it's like you don't even care. It's just like, yo, I'm running here. Like, I'm not even trying to run a good route. I don't even care, because guess what? This guy's going over there. He's going over there, and it's like more of a thinking. You guys are more of a thinking team than a more of a physical. Like, okay.
Well, a lot of it's timing and just route concepts at that point. Like, we're just hoping that we confuse the defense enough that we get open, and just rely on playing with these guys for a long time. Like, Wanamaker knows what I'm doing before even I do it at that point.
But
I've seen that.
He's
you
so
can just
smart
tell.
when it comes to football.
Juana's definitely probably one of the smarter players.
My
I've seen
one
play.
thing though is what I'll say is like, I don't know, Braeden. I don't know. I got to see you play against some top defenses. I don't doubt you. I don't doubt that you can get it done. I just have to see it.
Yeah, I think I have to play against them too. Like, nobody really knows, and I don't know, but I like look forward to it, to be honest.
Yeah, so like, well, that's the thing, right? So like, for us, for me at least, I'm like, okay, he's played some teams. I'm like, until I see you against EBO, because I think their defense is just ridiculous. Until I see you against KI, I obviously think our defense is good.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, I would say Piranhas, but you're there now. Actually, fuck all that. So you went to the Piranhas. Is that the story? Let's go. Is the rumor true? That's what everybody wants to know. Did you go to Piranhas? Yes or no?
Yeah, I did.
And is Jay Hayes retiring, or is he?
Is he still?
I don't want to comment on what he's doing, but I don't think he's playing next year. That's not what I know.
All right, fair enough.
I'm going to throw.
Jay Hayes, you're
all right. So it sounds like a little.
Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you like?
No, I'm beyond excited.
Okay.
This was something that I talked about doing last year. And held off just because I wanted the opportunity to play with the Hounds one more year.
Yeah.
And see what we can do, and also again learn and have a year of throwing. It's not fair to go to the Piranhas that are already kind of a national level team, and then the one person that lets you down is the quarterback, which has so much reliance. So that was like one of my next questions. Does it feel like a big responsibility coming into it, or are you? I feel like you're kind of cool and calm. Like, it's like you're just gonna. I get excited for these opportunities. Like, I have a chance.
Nuts. You're fucking nuts. You're not nervous?
No.
You're fucking nuts. You're crazy.
I just get excited to compete, honestly.
You got a lot of fucking pressure on your head. You got to step into some big ass shoes, boy.
Yeah, I know it's Jay Hayes, and like he's one of the, like, if not the best TFONT player to ever play and win so many national championships. But I don't look at his pressure. You have such good players around you. I just have to give it to them at that point.
I spent off seasons. I'm not even lying. I swear to you, I would go on the fucking treadmill, and literally, I would like go on the treadmill, like try to run like a, I don't know, let's say 10-minute mile uphill. If I got tired, I was like, just picture Jay Hayes. Picture Jay Hayes, hurry up offense. Like, if you're tired now, you're fucked. Yeah. Buddy, that got me through workouts, off seasons, just thinking about that guy, because I wanted to fucking just kill those guys every single year. Which is kind of what I want to like lead me to my next point, which is kind of weird because like over the years we've had like this promiscuous, is that what the word? Promiscuous?
It's a word, but I don't know if that's the right word.
Promiscuous relationship with the Piranhas?
No, that's not the right word.
Okay.
No, that's
a little sus.
right word. I've been there. That's not the right word. That's not the right word.
All right, rewind. No, over the years we've had a little rivalry with the boys. Little battles on and off the field, a couple members, whatever. But it's crazy. They like the team's not what I would consider. It's not the same. Like, it's not necessarily the same guys like when we were really at it with each other. Not all those guys on the field. So it feels weird now because I always think of the Piranhas as like that rivalry team that we have. So next year, seeing you there. You know, I wonder if that's gonna like heighten it, or is it gonna be like, okay, fuck, it's Braeden.
I mean, I hope you're not fighting with me too much, but you know? I think anytime you get the top team, there's always gonna be competition.
Fucking pre-workout again before games.
I hope not. I'm gonna get rushed and get taken out. But no, I think you guys have a battle because you guys are the top teams. and you guys were just battling. Like every time it was a national championship, it was a play that decided the game. So of course there's going to be battles, there's going to be tough calls, or anyone's going to get a hand on them. But hey, if there's that type of competition, then I look forward to it. Honestly.
100%.
Piranhas is it a 6-time national champs?
No, now you guys are going to put all the pressure on me.
They want more than that, I think.
More than that?
Yeah, I think so. I think they might have won 7.
Well, if it's 7,
they won
Braeden's going to be the 8th.
They won 5 in a row, and then they won in...
It's good pressure, Braeden.
If it's like 6,
maybe it is 6. Maybe it is 6.
If it's like 6, it's like my Steelers. We're good. We're rocking. We're rocking.
Well, apparently from a message I just got on questions.
Let's go to the Instagram questions.
I'm pretty sure there's a question here.
Don't bring up the Steelers.
I feel like that's what the question was. How do you feel about the Steelers losing to 2-10 teams in a row at home?
It's just such a hard question to ask once you lose to 2-10 teams. It sucks. Like, it sucks to watch.
How long have you been a Steelers fan? Sorry.
Ever since 2010.
At some point, you were a Dallas fan.
I got mad. No, I was never Dallas.
Oh, no, okay.
I got mad in 2010, and
so you
Troy Polamalu was on the cover.
Okay.
And they used to have like the load-in game where like you could play with who was supposed to be the Super Bowl prediction. And when I was first got the game for like Christmas or something, I was playing the game for like 3 hours as the game downloaded, and I was throwing with Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, and from there I was done. I think I beat them like 84-0.
I think that was like the worst part of the Steelers, that you guys had all those guys and still never won a Super Bowl with them. That's crazy.
It's hard with Tom Brady though. But it's tough. We just need a quarterback. Kenny Pickett, I don't think is the answer.
It's as tough as like fucking playing against Jay Hayes in our program.
Like, my days.
If I got no luck to death, I'd probably walk off. Huh? If I got no luck to death, I'd probably walk off the field.
Oh my god!
I'd run on the treadmill too.
You don't even know what it's like. It's just like, oh.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to learn a bit.
Oh.
I'm gonna switch it up. I guess I'm kind of jumpring into the Instagram questions.
Everything.
I'm switching up the sports. This is a football podcast, but for those that don't know, pro golfer.
Yeah. I'm a CPGA card.
Officially.
Whatever that means.
All right, well.
Canadian something golf.
Canadian something?
Yeah, something like that.
Something. That's crazy. Okay, how long have you been playing golf?
Been playing for fun as a kid, but kind of took it serious a few years before COVID. And it was
Not
kind
even
of
that long.
No, it's kind of weird. I applied for a job actually in food and beverage to work at a golf course because I was trying to make money for university. And then COVID happened and food and beverage got shut down. So they asked me if I wanted to work in the pro shop. And I was like, sure. That was kind of my only plan for the summer.
Yeah.
And kind of what it allowed me to do was practice at the course full time. So then I kind of got obsessed with it, started practicing. I wasn't too good to start. And then the next year I went for my pro card and had to break 75, I think it was. And I got it on my first attempt, which was good. And then I've been...
What'd you get? I don't know.
We call
72, 73?
72.
Yeah, and then I've just been obsessed with it. And then I've been working at a private course in Stouffville for the last 4 or 5 years. 5 years now.
That's crazy. Are you a better golfer than your dad?
Yeah, that's not even professional. I'll tell him that to his face and on the camera.
Okay, I just had to ask. I wasn't sure.
I know your dad fairly well, and I know he likes to gamble a bit. How many times has he put up a little money on you
on
golf course? Yeah.
It started off where we used to have competitions when I first started golfing of if he can beat me out of 10 times, and that has slowly just gone away. Like it's. But I don't want to talk bad.
So he doesn't put you against other people and be like, "Hey, why don't you play on my side? I got 500."
Oh no, I have a match. It's myself and my dad versus Tyler and Brian.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and it was supposed to happen this year. And
Brian said he's good.
He is good right here.
Okay,
I haven't played against
Brian.
From EVO.
Top golfers I know. I know Brian's good.
Wait, sorry, Valen?
Connor says he's good, but I don't know if he can stay sober enough.
He's constantly.
I've only played with a few people from TFONT. I've played with Cole Lafoy. No, I haven't played with Raph yet. I played with a few of the Hounds.
No, Cole told me he's nowhere near you.
Yeah, but Cole can kill a ball. Like Cole's pretty impressive. He can smoke.
That wouldn't surprise me.
No, but Tyler's a good golfer. Yeah. Tyler Johnson's a really good golfer. And I still want to play against Brian because he's been talking.
Brian's a good golfer.
I like that. I actually like that.
I've been saying that Braden's going to teach me how to golf, and hasn't happened.
No, you've been busy doing a podcast.
I've been here. I've been here. That's crazy. Are you? We talked about this off camera, but are you playing Mabel?
I think it just depends if Nationals is in BC.
Right. Like, I forgot about that.
At that point, it's the money.
Is that?
I think it's speculative.
For sure.
Isn't Russ would have the answer. Isn't he affiliated with the Rockets?
Yeah, but I don't know.
You should ask him. You should ask him if I know. But I think it is. I think they just have to maybe just like maybe some like paperwork or something that needs to be done.
But it is like they're working on it. Like that is something.
I heard that it's about 90-something%.
Yeah, I heard
so
the Mabel.
You wouldn't go twice, so that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
like
it's just tough for me because that's when the golf course is busy. So like I would make that commitment, knowing if Nationals was local.
But you could also golf in Kelowna, which sounds like a fucking great time.
I know. That's right when the course opens and it's busy, so it's kind of tough. But no, I want to play in the Maple. Okay. It's just dependent upon
20 a responsible 22-year-old.
I know, it's crazy.
Respect it.
What position do you currently like more? Like quarterback or receiver? You do, eh?
Yeah, no, I love receiver. But I kind of like having the control. I want the ball in my hands at the end. That is not.
I actually thought you were going to say receiver.
Is it because you just don't like your dad yelling at you when you fucked up?
I wanted to ask you.
A couple of times I thought about calling CAS. I was like,
that's tough. That's tough. No, I like the control, and the receiver's fun because of course you get to run some routes and you get to go up against some of the best, but. In quarterback, it ultimately comes down to you. You get the ball every single play. And
like the pressure almost.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. I love it.
Prodders are good. Prodders are good.
But you gotta think, to play golf, fuck, man.
It's literally just you.
Quarterback is nothing. The type of mental pressure that you have to deal with golf, I feel like is not even nothing compared to quarterback.
Golf, you can only blame yourself. You can only really blame yourself in football too, but it's more of a team game than anything. You're kind of the sum of the parts.
Have you ever scored a hole-in-one?
I have not actually, no.
Have you come close to it though?
Yeah, I've come within inches, but I just don't know if it's ever going to happen.
Oh, shit.
I think that's some people have 20 and some people have 0 and they played their whole life. It's just kind of the way it is. We'll see if it happens this year. Coming soon. I'm
obviously not familiar with golf, but one of the questions here that we got on Instagram was, what was your best ever 18-hole score?
That's a good question.
And what course?
It was actually at the course that I work at, Spring Lakes, and it was 65. The par 72, so it was 7 under.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
that's actually wild.
That's probably my low.
All right, kid.
So when I go, I'll hit a 59.
Yeah, that'd be impressive. You're locked and loaded at that point. If I'm your teacher, then we're going somewhere.
First try, hit a 59.
No, that'd be good for mini putt too. I'll take a 59 in mini putt, honestly.
Mr. Nice Guy's done. Let's get into the real questions because there's lots of questions that people want to fucking know. Period. End of story.
This is almost like an ISO-cam.
It's so tough. I'm sure it was really tough for you to make the decision to leave the Hounds, obviously, with everything that you guys have been through. So I guess my question is what went through the process of actually making that? And I'm sure somewhere in the background you had to been thinking fuck, some people are going to be disappointed because they can't come along the ride type of thing.
Not everyone can be happy with a decision.
No, I think that was the one reason why the decision wasn't, I don't want to say easy, but that's what held up the decision in terms of the people. Because it's not only who you play with, but Freddie, Yasa, these guys have known me since I'm 15 years old, where you build a relationship with them aside from football. But I would say what started the decision is you look at the opportunity to throw to a Johnny, a Malcolm, you get to play with Brandon Stewart. You look at these people you hate lining up against or playing against, and then you really start thinking about it as a quarterback for somebody that's working kind of full time, that when my dad stops playing, do I start recruiting people? You look at a well-functioned oiled team in the Fish and you're you kind of want to be a part of that, the national championships and the people. And anytime since I've been young, when I've been on the sideline, they're one of the teams that come over and talk to me and kind of follow up with how I'm doing. So the personal aspect was kind of there, and they've always been nice to me, and kind of the opportunity presented itself to play with some.
You guys just almost made me throw up. I don't want to ever hear you guys talk about the piranhas like that ever again.
Oh yeah,
I'm not trying to fucking hear that shit. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh, they're so nice. And
they are.
I mean, if
they are. If I see a 21, 22-year-old throw 70-year-olds, I'll be fucking nice too. You want me to hold your bags?
Hold your bags.
That's tough.
That's the personal KI.
So. No, I'm a hater. I'm just fucking with you. But shit, I didn't even lost my train of thought. Okay, so I guess my question is, because I'm kind of like, I don't get it. I don't get
why.
I don't get it.
Why?
Okay, you're a young quarterback. You have a team. You guys are good. You're not bad, right? The Piranhas are, I guess you could say they're tailing off. And you have something going with a bunch of guys. Maybe it's not there, but you could recruit and make it better. Is it like a management issue? Like, because like I don't get why you couldn't.
Usually these type of questions get like NFLers in trouble. Like,
no,
you ask these questions to like.
I get it. I know that you don't want to like throw anybody in the bus or anything, but I'm just trying to understand why couldn't that work? Why couldn't it work on the Hounds? Because I guess what people are saying, okay, let's just say what it is. People are saying, yo, Braeden left and now the Hounds are done, and
I know, I heard
that's what they're saying.
Yeah,
this
I know
what it is.
It's like, it's such a fair statement. But kind of what I go back to and what we kind of started the podcast with is what got me into football is the competition. And like, it's frustrating losing a national championship. It's frustrating dropping into A in tournaments. And when you're always competing against these top guys and like a Johnny comes to you and a Malcolm and like these people that have won before, like I want to compete in double A's and I want to play to win a national championship. When you get approached by these guys that they say you're the missing piece and they say that you have the chance to win a national championship and like you can see the vision, I think when those two visions align, it makes it so much easier to buy into what they're offering. And it's not about the Hounds versus Piranhas or why I left the Hounds. It's just as a competitor, like next year I want to be competing against EBO. I think the whole goal is like,
I think
when someone wins a national championship and like you can applaud them and they're such a good team, like how do we get to that level or how do I get to that level? And it's
not a personal thing with the Hounds.
No, not at all.
You yourself.
I'll still talk to those guys and I play in draft leagues and I'll draft them all and they're all my friends and I still talk to them and check in. But I want to win a double A national championship.
They're just not friends with you.
I hope they're still friends with me. Like, I hope it's not personal to that point. And I understand like if people are upset because it's not an easy decision. Like I was frowning upon opening my WhatsApp for quite a few weeks, but
all the messages.
But no, it's just a competition thing. Like I truly want to, like, I've been thinking this whole off season. I've been thinking all of last season. And when you drop down, and you can put it on me in terms of dropping down in tournaments, like I wasn't healthy that last season, but I hope I'm healthy.
How are you feeling this year? So I mean,
good. I've been
started, but
I've been motivated. I've been back working out. I've been trying to shred this
elbow and
body.
Hamstring.
Yeah, I've been good. I've been back in the gym and pretty motivated to kind of not only be good.
You don't look like you've been pro-fitting too often.
Pro-fit.
These days,
I'm just not on his Instagram anymore.
Okay.
I've been taking it off, but no, I've been. A few of my friends are back in town that are from scholarships and university, so I've had some people to work out with and trying to get back into that some good shape, which will hopefully lead me to some success. Hopefully you can edit that one, eh?
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
some stutters.
So, are you single? We cut this out. Are you single?
Yeah.
That was
all right, ladies.
A little hesitation.
Just letting you guys know, my best single, top quarterback on Piranhas, 22,
TFONT.
single. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Get at him. Oh fuck.
You're so stupid, Joe.
It's gonna get cut out for sure.
that's staying in for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What was your? Okay, so you're injured. You had, was it the hammy? No.
I pulled my hammy at nationals and I kind of tweaked it, and then I gave it a few weeks off and I came back into teachers and I just kind of felt it. I pulled it, and then just been rehab since. A
couple questions. What was your review, or like how do you feel about nationals? Other than obviously you guys went to the A and you're not happy about that, but
nationals as a whole,
weather was shit. Like how did you feel about throwing in the weather?
Weather doesn't
like the wind.
Too
You're just cutting it through, right?
Yeah, it's.
Have you seen him throw?
Weather like the.
I think they smashed us without Braeden.
I was running that game.
Yeah, so you smashed us. You didn't even know we were.
I don't know the weather. Like when we lost to the Rebellion, like it was back and forth. Or no, we lost to. Who did we lose to? Matt. Frost. Yeah, we lost to the Frost, and we literally lost because it was just back and forth the whole game. And I made at the end of the game, I made a bad decision and threw a pick, and then they ended up winning. But the weather doesn't bother me too.
So your defense was shit, and then you made a mistake at the end.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
The end of, was it A finals?
Yeah.
Whose decision was that?
Oh, against the Frost, that was my decision.
That was yours.
Hold on, talk about the decision. We don't know what's going on.
We were playing against the Frost, and we drove down after I threw a pick. They went down and scored, and we had a chance to go win it with like 2 minutes left.
How far were you from the line?
And we drove down, and we got to the 7-yard line.
Okay.
And I pulled myself and put me in out receiver, and I got my dad to throw.
Okay.
And we went to a play that we've ran probably a million times.
You guys have done that.
And I ran a route, and
it didn't work out.
Yeah, they doubled me and left it.
Anytime something doesn't work, everyone questions.
Yeah, and they're upset. Like, I made the decision at the end of the day, and like, I thought it would put our team in the best position to win. Everyone after, it's easy to say like, I want the ball in your hands. You let us down,
sure.
But like in that split decision with no timeouts, I thought it was what would win us the game, and I thought I could honestly stand over the guy, and I didn't think he could stop me. And anytime you have that feeling, like I called the play. And
as a quarterback,
and our conversion rate on that play has to be like over 80%. Like it's pretty hard to defend, and we just didn't convert. It's not fair to really put my dad in for one throw at the end of the game when it matters.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And then, so like, of course, looking back, would I do that again? No, but it was my decision.
Okay,
like,
no, I was wondering whose decision it was. Okay, yeah, it is what it is. But as a quarterback, you got to make a decision that you feel is right.
Let me tell you guys something. Regardless of what you choose, if it's right, it's wrong. If it works, then it's right. If it doesn't work, it's wrong. Like you're
never gonna know the other.
No,
the other answer.
You learn the hard way, but
at the end of the day.
Now you know.
I still say I call it.
That's the style of your guys' offense. Like it's radical. It's fucking all right. Nah, we're not doing that. Don't worry. Let me show you this.
Really,
like I feel like that's just like your guys' style. So it doesn't surprise me that you've done that. I actually seen you like do something similar. Like you guys have done similar things before, like especially like converts and stuff like that. So it's not surprising if I have a convert play and I'm on the 7-yard line. Why would I not run it?
Yeah, I appreciate it because you're the 1% that supported it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm not. I don't. Many people I find are results based. Oh my God, that guy got a pick. He's amazing. Okay, that guy's an idiot and he's in the wrong spot, and the quarterback just threw a terrible ball.
Yeah, I was probably an idiot for calling me out there. I was probably an idiot for calling me out there.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good, man. I think you live and you learn. Like, fuck, I've made so much mistakes. Like, that's just what it is. So,
are you familiar with women's?
Yeah,
women's
I think
side.
Like, starting to learn more about it just through social media. But like you stay after games and you have a sense just through people's girlfriends or people's wives like playing. Like
Little Texas.
Yeah, pretty much Little Texas.
If you, Rebels aside, who do you think would be like a top contender to win if you're that familiar? If you're not, then I'll just cut this out. But
the Rockets were going last year.
Yeah.
I know the Vixens pretty well from a couple years ago when Freddie was coaching and so like I know Tash well from Moana, but like you guys always had something good going on last year. The Wolfpack seemed to always be competing. My knowledge beyond that doesn't go.
Hold on, there was other questions. Pause.
All these questions are like, are you taking over for Jay Hayes? How do you feel? Do you feel pressure taking over for Jay Hayes?
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about it.
How long
of pressure.
Has Jay Hayes been a quarterback?
Longer than me, I don't fucking know, but I think he's been for a long time. 20 years. 20 years at least. Like the Piranhas have been a team for like what 40 years or something crazy like that.
What? No.
Yeah, it was.
Wow, that's
what.
Anyways,
Jay.
Enough about pressure on Braeden. We're gonna make him nervous for no reason.
No, I'm good.
Jay Hayes' dad. Oh shit! I know.
Shut up, Joe.
Okay. Oh wow.
MTFL.
Yeah.
Are you playing?
Hold on. Say what MTFL is. Is that Markham like
Markham Touch Football League? I'll always play in that league.
That's a draft?
Yeah, I love that league.
How
they
long
do such a good job.
Yeah. How long? Because I'm not gonna lie, I thought ETFL was the only draft league.
No, I think MTFL's like
been longer.
I played in and like I personally love MTFL and I loved ETFL. That was the first league I started playing in was ETFL. But MTFL just has TFONT rules, which is such a nice startup for the season.
Okay.
That's where I actually got all my reps throwing. Like
that's your guys' sussy league where you guys played in this year.
No, that's where I started like really throwing and getting in reps. That's probably what gave me confidence to throw in TFONT.
Interesting. Is that it's indoor? Is that at
outdoor?
Oh,
yeah, we play at
outdoor?
Bill Crothers. Yeah, that league's run really, really well.
At Bill Crothers, that's a nice field too.
That's a draft league, right?
Yeah, that's where I drafted Wana And that's where I got all my reps. I never thrown to
And
the
that's
ball.
is that your pick, first overall pick?
Yeah, that was
this
my
year?
first round pick.
What about this year? If you have a choice, who are you going with?
You gotta run it back.
Yeah, you gotta run it back. You
You can't like be disrespectful.
But what if Malcolm or one of those men from the Piranhas are out there? You might have to switch it up just to get comfortable
I don't
with.
know.
I'd be
One is pretty dang
consistent.
good, man.
All right, man. All
I'm
right.
not gonna comment. but
Clicky.
No.
Listen out.
You don't
Joe,
know.
you're so fun. Joe's such a fucking mess. I lost my other question. Take over for now, Joe. Hold on.
So, first play of the season, like you fucking get in the huddle. It's fucking fire up time. You're early bird. You get in the huddle. You're in Piranhas. You're wearing the black. These guys are all looking at you like.
I've actually already thought about it. That's the worst part.
You're probably shitting bricks. You better have
actually,
this.
like,
I feel
I'm
like
actually
you're
gonna be jacked.
excited.
Everyone's
Oh.
paying attention.
We're taking like a shot. Like
What's
the
your-
first one
you
has
got
to be
it.
shot.
You got it.
It's gotta be like a 70-yard
But
shot.
this is the thing. You're taking the shot, but man, who you
We're
going-
gonna have someone
there's a-
like fake drop.
There's a lot of egos. Who
We're
you
gonna
going to?
movement.
Who you going to?
Oh, it doesn't matter who it goes to. It's just gonna be like it's gonna
Who's
be
the
a
play
shot.
up? Who's the play drawn up for? Give me an idea. Give me either the play or who's it
guy's
drawn up
trying
for.
to-
Oh, this
No,
is
what?
our first game's gonna be against KI.
Stir it up! Stir it up!
Our first game's gonna be against KI. And you're gonna be
No.
lining up
Call
like
it.
I'm ready for
I
it. No,
remember
I
on the
don't know.
podcast he said,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
But you play KI, we're in 2-4 the whole game. You know, get the fuck back. To be honest, I can't even lie because I call the defense on KI.
Yeah.
If we call 2-4, like if I call, do you know how many times? Let's just say like we gave up 10 like fly touchdowns this year. 9 of them was when I called 2-4. I swear to God. I swear to God. There's nothing like it's just like, oh, okay.
No, the only reason I don't play defense is because anytime a 2-4 gets called, I'm the deep guy. I always cheat. That's
every
why I'm not
time.
on defense.
Every time,
No,
man.
I applaud the defenders. It's too hard.
No, but okay, fine. Give me okay, 3rd down
Yeah.
and 5. You need this 3rd down. Give me a play.
I'm not giving you the play, but
You don't gotta give me the real play. I'm just saying give me a play. Like
I always like a choice from the slot. Outside guy clears, and then the center slants to or from with their backside post.
okay.
Yeah, write it down, know your play, but it'll be pretty hard to stop with. I'm so looking forward to throwing to Johnny, to be quite honest with you.
Johnny right now is fuck.
He's so talented.
He's definitely top 5 in the league. He's number 1. He's underrated, but he's a center.
Didn't
so
he
like,
just get engaged too?
well, congratulations if that's
Am
the
I?
case.
Wait, I could be lying. That's awkward.
Congratulations to Steve. If
That's cut out.
That's
That's what it is. That's cut out.
It's gonna go like talking. Boom,
Yeah, that's exactly.
Johnny is ridiculous hands,
and like matchup nightmare.
crazy speed. He dirted me. He dirted me and scored the fucking game winner against us in nationals.
Yeah, I think he's probably done that to a lot of people. But he's
Like,
so quick.
the footing. I lost my footing, but it was like
Yeah, I lost my footing. Oh, okay.
this is like fuck. No, dead ass. I like it is what it is. I was on the ground and he scored a touchdown and we lost 7-6. But I'm just saying like he's nice.
It was a big
No,
toe.
No. He's a matchup nightmare. I remember like a couple times we played and I've been like, all right, well, I'm not covering him. And then I look over and it's like Sasha.
I'd probably sub myself off,
like,
man. I'd be
fuck,
out.
I'm
I'd
not
be out.
covering him. And we're like, fuck.
Yeah.
The fuck are we gonna do? And then we do whatever. We do what we gotta do. But yeah, he's a matchup nightmare.
3rd and 5. Look at him. What do you want to run, Johnny?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to give him the forearm shiver.
The forearm shiver? What the fuck? What is
I'm
that?
joking. I love Johnny.
Would you consider yourself I guess not pocket, but like a pocket QB running quarterback? What would you consider yourself?
I don't know. I kind of looked at it last year like I wanted to stay in the pocket. I feel like I can run, given the opportunity.
One of your strides are probably like 4 of mine. That's what's crazy.
No, last year I kind of said
crazy.
like I know I can run, but I'm not going to learn anything if I'm just running. So I kind of just said like let me stay in here and like build an offense, figure out what I feel comfortable throwing, what reads I can read. And that was probably where my dad's biggest influence. He's like, you can run and like there's plays that I can draw up to run or get out of the pocket, but like to really be good, you have to start reading defenders before you start reading where you're going to run.
That's fair.
So like I do think I can run, probably not to the level of some quarterbacks, but I do have some sort of running still
Yeah.
in me somewhere.
Which leads me to my next question. Who have you played or who do you think is the best rusher in TFONT? Or who's a rusher that gives you issues or whatever?
There's a bunch. Like quickness is always good. So like MTFL, we just spoke about it, but Tyrone's always good. I always hated playing against Trey. Like I'm joining him on the team, but he's tall and fast. And Shane's always good because he's just goes. Darnell's really fast, so like you can't really run. Like when you're playing against a rusher that you can't really beat too much like confidently. That like always breaks fear. But I think there's like 4 or 5 really really good ones. I don't know if there's one that like keeps me up at night too much, but there's like. All these guys have gotten their fair share where they've sacked me 3 or 4 times now.
You're not a bad rusher yourself. Like that Nationals between you and Cole, you guys, I swear you guys batted down like 8 passes that 1 year. And you guys were like the highlight of the whole team that game. But.
Yeah, when I'm in quarterback, I need to find a chance to run, or else I'm just gonna grow into this big ass body. I gotta rush a bit.
So, there's a league starting up for women. It's a 5v5. Yeah, draft league.
It's pretty sweet.
Would you ever be willing to like teach people how to be a quarterback, or do you not?
Yeah. That's why I probably got into golf. I like teaching. So like,
fair enough. That's fair.
I think like I was talking to a few people even about going back to U of T, which is where I went to school, and they have the flag team and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think teaching is always fun. Like even just to kind of learn and kind of share knowledge. Like I don't know how much knowledge I can share, but like even just running or like, talking and reads and that stuff, like I'm always open to coaching and helping a hand. Like I like talking to people and trying to get them to the point that they want to be at.
So I signed up for this league, and my main...
Are you throwing?
I feel like
I saw this.
No, so I want to learn how to throw.
Cool.
I don't ever want to be a quarterback ever, but I think it would be fun to learn and be like a backup. So I said I'd sign up as a backup, but I was wondering if you'd be willing to coach, and like if you like, would you coach girls?
For sure.
Yeah.
Are you gonna coach Jasmine specifically? Would you take her under your wing?
For sure. It's just
all right.
Timing.
That's all I
timing
needed
at that
to
point.
know.
When's the draft league start?
January. Well, there's like combines and stuff in January first.
Because you're doing combines. That's cool.
Yeah.
I actually really like that idea.
Yeah.
They're
Cool.
I think what is it? One day's a combine and the other day's
There's no scrimmage,
like a practice
but it's
type
like
of thing.
Let me get the facts up before I get
It's
yelled
pretty
at.
cool. Ever since like the Olympics got announced, like the leagues and the initiatives people are doing.
That's what I wanted to ask.
It's actually really really cool. Like the people that are buying in and stuff. Because when I was in university, like a few of my friends played football, and it's like you can't really get them to buy into the idea of what touch football and flag football is until they like come out and see it, and they're like, oh shoot, there's good players here. But like with this initiative of the Olympics and like these leagues are popping up, but like I'm logging on to Instagram every day. I'm like, holy smokes, like new people you see, new leagues, new like ideas, and it's like. This is pretty cool. Like you kind of have to buy in.
So that's you lead to a great question, which I already thought of before. I just forgot about it. But look, what do you think about that? Like, don't you think you should start focusing on flag? Like you're fucking young enough. Like you could be fucking. Like why not? Why can't you be that guy?
There's interest for sure. Like when we went to Tampa, I went with.
You went with them?
Yeah, 2 years ago I went.
I
didn't go this past year. No, the year beforehand.
Okay.
Went to Florida, and it was kind of like an eye opener because like they have like their 40 fields and everyone's playing, and it's like so impressive. Some of the talents.
I've heard.
But like of course you want to get to that level. Like why are you playing if you don't want to get to that level? I haven't really thought about flag because I haven't played too much, and I'm probably new to this. But I think the more I play and the more competitive I get, the more I'll want to.
So I've been talking to a couple of guys, and I've been saying, like, man, you guys need to start a young guys team from now because a lot of you guys will be old enough to like get it done in the Olympics, and like you got to look at it as a 5 year like type of thing where it's like by that year 4, 5, you want to be playing at your best.
I'll put this on the record though. I think the best flag quarterback currently in TFONT is Pinto.
Quarterback?
Flag quarterback? I would have
because
to
like
agree.
when we play, like when we went
Colts.
Oh, Coates. Okay, that's
what about
like,
Heaney?
Like they're all such good talents. I'm just saying, like when you actually started watching these teams and they did these direct pitches where the quarterback can run, Pinto's quick release with his quickness is really hard to stop.
100%.
Because who do you rush on him and like his quick release, and he can throw it just as far as anybody in TFONT. Same as Coates, and Coates is equally as good, but. Like I just think Pinto's quickness is like next level.
Well, it's funny because I watched. I think USA played Italy in like the World Championships last year or some shit. Mike Simone was on Team Italy. That's why I watched it. He's on Assassins for whoever doesn't know. Anyways, like it was crazy. Their team was insane. Like track star. So I guess the point, like to your point. is like, man, there's like these quarterbacks in flag all can run. They're fast as hell. So it does.
Like I gotta hit the track a little bit to
get
there.
I mean, everyone's got their style. Like the Italy quarterback was he looked like he's 6'8". Like he was just massive.
Throw bombs.
So you can do it, and you could also have like a halfback type of thing. So, but I think like, man, you guys should all get together and like, man, start.
It'd be pretty sweet,
on it, right? Like, the Piranha shit and TFONT stuff is cool, but it's like you're not going to be in the Olympics with TFONT with touch football. So. I think
with OUA and all that talent, like you watch the Vanier Cup and these guys are studs,
but they don't play.
But I think eventually they're gonna buy in. Like,
so that's what
I think there's gonna be a true buy-in from these players that like start noticing these leagues running and all this talent. It's gonna grow at some point. Like it's gonna take off. I think. The more people that find out about it and actually understand what it is. Because I think people just don't know right now.
And you think that's going to happen? It's not going to happen within 5 years, though.
I think it's going to be pretty close.
Maybe the next Olympics. I feel like by this Olympics, like, for you to build a program that's going to be sustainable and, like, actually willing to compete in 5 years in an Olympic level.
Yeah, no, that's not.
You better be fucking playing right now.
Yeah, no,
you better at least get your shit together. At least, like, what's kind of good is, like, TFONT already has a community of people that play together. So if you got, let's just say, the best players in TFONT, you put them together. We at least come from the same league. We already have some type of like moderation. But like, if you have to go find like new people, it would be hard to like kind of get them to learn the game and then to like kind of gel and all that. Right?
It's even tough enough as is playing with 6 of the best TFONT players.
Exactly.
It's chemistry
5-on-5. But yeah,
I may have missed this, but is the Olympics anything you'd be interested in?
You definitely missed it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Like,
yes, no.
That's of course you want to play at the highest level.
But like you, no, but you would train for it. Like you'd work towards it.
For sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just wasn't sure.
I think you
I was trying to use our.
That'd be sweet,
buddy. You put me on Olympic team, I'm 100%.
Yeah, I'll be training tomorrow. I'll be throwing for 4 hours. Like
100%. I'm fucking in. Nationals. I think the last time we played in nationals, that was like his first year, and he fucking. We're like, who is this guy?
Yeah, no.
And he fucking killed us.
That was like your welcome to TFONT. I got nothing but high praise for that guy.
Those are the best though. It's always the guys that you know, like you get cooked by or like
I didn't know who he was. I beat him the first route, and I was like, oh man, I got this. I lined up the next one. I had the play called for me. It was like 3rd and 1, out and up. I run the out. I'm like, oh shit, he's on my hip. Then I run the up. I'm like, oh shit, he's got me for more luck. And then he gave me a shoulder, and I just went flying. And I think when my dad threw it, I'm like, yeah, don't even look in my direction. If that guy's on me, just like go elsewhere. But yeah, that's when I was like, I gotta. And he got up and was chirping, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
Does he play like before, like TFONT?
He played CFL. He's on the all-decade team.
Oh, this is Stuart you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. On what team?
I think he was Ticats. Yeah, Ticats.
I will say that Piranhas do have a good like recruiting. Like they got guys. They just fucking get guys. I don't know. I guess it's the tackle team that Jay coaches or whatever. But they always have like guys. I feel
like I have like a 6-year lease, and then I'm done in 6 years when Jay Hayes' son comes up. He's already throwing. I'm gonna be kicked off the team in 4 years. In 4 years, I'm done. I'm going to be a free agent. I got a 4-year lease.
No.
I don't know. That's so long.
They're probably going another 40 years.
40 years, that's crazy. Before I ask my last question, do you have any other questions? I have like one last one.
You ask your question, I might have one more by the time you're done.
You played TFONT before you started throwing, right? You were a receiver in TFONT? Okay. What's your like favorite all-time memory in TFONT, if you have one, that you can think of? Whether it's...
Or play.
It could even be like other teams that you saw playing or anything.
The craziest play I ever saw was Pinto's one-hand pick, and I forget who it was, but he was playing safety. Because it was against our team. Like, why you gotta do that for? That was the best. That was the best football play I've ever seen. And like I wasn't even involved. I'm on the sideline.
Like, how long ago was this? Like
3-4. It was Pinto's last year, but he's playing on the opposite sideline of a safety. The guy ran a back seam post, and it was a skinny post. Pinto came across over them like one-handed this way, and like I still don't think it got the love it deserved. But that was probably the craziest play I've ever seen. I don't know if that's my favorite football memory, but I always like think of it. My favorite football memory was probably like throwing this year, just as like a general memory.
Whole. Yeah,
like probably.
No, hold on for a second. Let's get back to that for just a second. I'm pissed still because he did it twice.
Yeah, that was
the only reason I'm pissed is because 2 times I can't lie. I got out of the Keem. I think Marco threw the Keem, And I swear, one of the times he beat Pinto, and Marco underthrew it, and
he just rose.
Buddy.
It was probably the best football.
But it's like I remember I cussed out a key like, "Yo, bro, come back to that! Like, you can't."
Yeah.
You're 6'5". You cannot allow a man that's not even 6 foot to just come.
Yeah, probably like I actually love
but he
playing
jumps
football.
like he's like 7 feet tall.
100%.
Being a receiver, like beside Pinto, was probably like one of the most enjoyable things because like I would get zero attention.
It's just open.
And I would just be like standing there and be like, where the fuck is everyone? There'd be 3 guys on Pinto. I feel so good. I'd be like Adam Thielen in prime Minnesota, where like I'd be wide open and it'd just like turn around and like 4 people on Stephon Diggs. It was great. I miss football being like that easy. But no, I like playing with Pinto and the Hounds, and then probably throwing this year. Like I enjoyed that.
Did you throw like start to finish this season? Did you start mid-season this year or like last year?
I think we split the first tournament. Like the first tournament we kind of split. Second tournament in Belleville I took over and we won. We only played 3 tournaments this year.
How did that feel?
Wait,
how was Belleville? How did that feel?
I think it's like ignorance is bliss. Like you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You just like I got in such a rhythm where I just feel like I couldn't like get stopped.
Nice.
And that's probably a good feeling to get in any sort of sport.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't lie. I remember watching that final, and I was watching, and I said, "Oh fuck!" to the drawing board. All right, okay, Braeden. Oh, third and short. That's what you're doing. We get to the drawing board. I don't trust these guys at all. We didn't. I mean, it didn't materialize. We didn't actually really play you guys.
Like
Mm-hmm.
That's
it was
sick.
fun. No, it was fun. Like that was the first tournament where you kind of like start finding the plays you like, and you start finding the players. Like one of the thing I always kind of was amazed at in terms of when I watch good quarterbacks is like they always put their players in a position for them to succeed. You didn't ask a shifty guy to run your deep patterns, like and like when you start finding out and learning your players, like that was pretty fun because I think in that one tournament everyone touched the ball. There wasn't one person that was like, "Oh, that tournament was crap. I didn't get any balls." Like everyone contributed to the tournament, and that's always a good feeling because then everyone's happy.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Any favorite tournament? Favorite, like I'm gonna say favorite tournament, like the city or like
Belleville was fun because we rented the Airbnb last year and we went out as a team. Like I always liked Belleville.
a little Texas, obviously, clearly.
Yeah, clearly that was like the first introduction this year.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, "What the fuck? Brady's at the bar." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I mean, you've probably been in bars many times, but like,
Yeah, I know. First time at TFONT where I was just like,
oh, this was the first time.
Yeah, first
okay,
time
because
at
I was
TFONT.
thrown off. I was like, "What the fuck? Brady's here." I'm like, "Okay." Like,
Middle of the
you
dance
drinking,
floor,
or-
the only head you'd see because he's
yeah,
like 7
I
feet
was
tall.
out there with like JJ and stuff. It was just a funny time. It was a good time.
JJ on our all-star our pro dance
He's
team.
teaching some dance moves.
Yeah, JJ was like the ultimate vibe at a bar. He's funny, man.
For sure.
You know, like JJ's there once everyone's in a circle, and he's like,
I'm dead.
Yeah,
guy's
the
getting
the
low.
Mustangs are good. They show up and
Oh yeah, Mustangs.
good.
yeah, we
They're
talked
good
about
guys.
that on like one of the first podcasts. It was like they'll be out till like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah,
and
no,
they're
then
good
they're
guys.
back on the field at
that's MTFL
8,
right
9.
there. That's like the heroes.
yeah, that's
Sort of
incredible.
too in Stovall. That was a good league.
Nice.
Somebody needs to run that league. Stovall.
Okay, indoor
yeah,
tournament
yeah.
coming up. You got Freedom Fighters. You got Bulldogs. You got KI or whatever. You got EBO. You got
Is this boxing
you
day?
guys.
Yeah, we're going in.
What do you who do you like? You can't like your guys' selves. Don't even say
You're not
that.
even including yourself. How do you say no to the defending champs?
Who are the defending champs?
EBO.
EBO.
Well, I'm talking about indoor. Like I mean,
Like
it's
I-
not.
still,
it's
how do you say
different.
no to them? Like
Okay.
If I had anyone,
So you're
I'd
saying
probably-
they're the favorites then? To
I
go
think they
in.
have to be.
Okay. All right. Fire up.
all right.
Although I don't want to throw against any of you guys, and if any of you guys see me, okay, just let a few plays go through.
No, I'm not doing that. You're on the Piranhas now. You know what time it is.
They're gonna get a punch. To the
We're
face.
not friends once the fucking ball, once the whistle blows. We're not cool.
That's cool.
I don't even got beef with the Piranhas. I love the Piranhas. I ain't got beef with them. We actually, you know what? It was nice. The Nationals that we won, the last one we won, like we kind of squashed the whole bullshit. At least with Jay Hayes and stuff, because like we had some bullshit
Those
going
games
on
used
for a
to be
long time.
crazy. Those games used to be crazy.
I'd be honest. I think that's why I'm not like really into it as much as I used to be anymore. Because like when we used to play the Piranhas, like that was
It
like
was
what
such a
I
good
fucking played for. Like
I was young,
love that
and
shit.
like I'd want to like leave on Sunday. We'd be out in the first game at 9 a.m. and my dad would be like, "No, we're staying till the finals because there's the chance the Fish and KI play." I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I gotta go home, man. Like screw this. And it would be like we'd be playing. And I'd be like,
Intensity.
"This is probably one of the coolest football environments I've ever seen." Because
Like-
every play was like someone's hand was on you, like no catch was like clean.
Oh, 2 hands. Oh, you want an extra? I'm gonna give you extra 2 steps just to make sure I get the extra hand on you.
That was next level football.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I hope to play in nationals next year.
I'm sure that's what. In nationals.
And,
National
you almost got ahead of yourself there. No.
All right.
You got to see how it goes first.
All right, Joe. Do you have anything else for our?
I'm good.
Superstar on the show today?
No, I'm just talk shit on the next podcast about him when I forget all the things I.
Sounds about right. Sounds like Joe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Braeden, for coming onto the podcast. Hey. And once again, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have any comments, if we said anything wrong that you don't like, anything, leave a comment. And thank you for watching.